Hello friends, welcome to Renu's Englishpedia for class 12th. Today we are going to do the poem My Mother at 66, which is the first poem of the book Flamingo. The author of this poem is Kamala Das, an Indian English poet. She was born on March 31st, 1934 in Kerala, and she died on May 31st, 2009 in Pune. Her poems are world famous because they sensitively capture the complex subtleties of human relationships. The poet's visit to her mother has come to an end, and now she is going to Cochin in a car to catch a flight home. Her mother, who is 66 years old, accompanies her to the airport. It is in the car that the mother dozes off, that is, she falls asleep. It is at this time that the poet looks at her mother and realizes that the mother has grown old without her ever noticing it before. Her face appears to be pale and worn, and the mouth is loosely open. She appears to be as lifeless as a corpse. Corpse means a dead body. There is an expression of pain and suffering on the face of the mother. This expression was completely unbearable for the poet, and she decided to divert her mind by looking out of the window. She noticed the young trees passing by and the merry children running out of the houses. Now, this line is very important as the young trees symbolize the youth, and sprinting bird symbolizes that youth is over very quickly. The merry children symbolizes future opportunities. Using the example of young trees and merry children, the poet is highlighting the difference between the dullness of old age and the vigor, strength, and liveliness of childhood. The thought of losing her mother is very painful for the poet. Now, after reaching the airport, when they are standing at the airport's security check, the poet again looks at her mother and sees her worn, that is colorless, and pale face. She now compares her mother's face to the winter moon, as both of them appear to be foggy and misty and can wither away at any moment. It is at this point that the poet feels the old familiar ache, that is, the ache of separation, which has been present in the poet since her childhood. This pain and fear of separation must have its roots in the childhood of the poet, when she probably went to nursery school for the first time and was separated from her mother. Childhood fear of losing her mother haunts her mind when she is standing at the airport security check. She knows that she cannot discontinue her journey, but she feels extremely guilty at leaving her aged mother all alone. At the end, she could only say, "See you soon, Amma," and all she could do was smile and smile and smile. These words, bidding goodbye to her mother, and the smile are very important as they express her desire to reassure her mother as well as herself. She wants to hide all her worries, pain, and guilt of leaving her mother with this smile. Let us now discuss the poetic devices of the poem. There is no rhyming scheme in the poem, and the poem is written in free verse. Free verse means that no rule of poetry writing has been followed in the poem. The literary devices used in the poem are simile, repetition, and images and symbols. Simile means that when two different things are compared with the words as or like. In the line, her face ashen like that of a corpse, the face of the mother has been compared to a dead body, and the point of comparison is the ashen-like color of both the things. Similarly, in the line, wan, pale as late winter's moon, again the poet's mother's face has been compared to the late winter moon, which is symbolic of death, and both of them are wan and pale in appearance. The next literary device is repetition. Repetition means when a word is repeated again and again to emphasize something. Here the word repeated is smile, which emphasizes the desire of the poet to hide her guilt and pain and to reassure her mother as well as herself. The images of trees sprinting and merry children symbolizes youth, vigor, vitality, life and growth, and the speed with which youth is passed. Last image used is winter's moon, which is symbolic of death. I hope that you liked the presentation, and please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to Reno's Englishpedia for class 12th.